I have to tell you this. Guys, I need to tell you something. Something big that happened. I was just hanging out, walking around town, when this guy came up to me and said, "Hey kid, do you want this copy of Blue's Clues? It belonged to a kid who died, and I don't really need it anymore." I thought that was kind of strange, but hey, it's Blue's Clues. I loved that show as a little kid. So I said, how much is it?" And he replied, $6.66. And I said, okay. And I gave him my money, and I took my prize. I walked home with it. I just couldn't wait to watch some Blue's Clues. When I got home and put it in the DVD player, it started like normal. Except the theme seemed more quiet and somber than usual. I didn't know what was wrong with it. Kind of demented, like a key lower than it's supposed to be. But I just thought, hey, this must just be an episode I haven't seen yet. I must have changed the theme song for an episode or something. Oh well. Well, then the episode actually started. Steve was sitting in his chair, smiling, like normal. He looked a little sad, but other than that, pretty normal. "Hey kids, Blue's in the other room sleeping right now, but maybe we could read some mail while we wait for her to wake up." I thought that was strange since he normally reads the mail halfway through the episode, but again, it's an episode I haven't seen yet, so who cares? So then he started singing the letter song, "I just got a letter, I just got a letter, I just got a letter, I wonder who it's from." He then opened the letter with a picture of a woman, a picture of a middle-aged woman who looked very entitled, to be completely honest. And she just started screaming in anger. "Steve, that's it. I'm sick of you. I'm going to divorce you. I'm also going to make sure I get full custody of all the children too." What? This was a kids show about some guy and his dog, and they're talking about divorce? Since when was Steve even married? After the video played, he saw Steve's face, and it was red with anger. He started screaming and cussing. I was crying. What sort of sicko would put this in a kids show? I then decided to keep reading. Blue walked into the room, and Steve just lashed out at her, screaming. Blue just kind of sat there in silence, looking terrified. Steve all of a sudden forced Blue into the picture. Steve then decided to jump into the letter, forcing Blue to follow him. When he reached the other side, his wife saw him with a shocked look on her face. "What? How can you be here? I just finished moving to the other side of the..." All of a sudden, she was cut off by Steve punching her in the face. "I won't let you take them, Karen!" He screamed, with hyper-realistic blood gushing from her nose. Then Steve punched her so hard in the stomach she started to puke up her guts. That's when I lost it. I started to vomit, hyper-realistic vomit everywhere. But I decided to keep watching for some reason. "Sicker, Blue. I'll go get the kids." Steve screamed at Blue, while she had a terrified look in her eyes. She had to obey her master's orders, knowing what would happen if she didn't. What are you doing here, Dad?" asked Steve's children. "Mommy said you aren't supposed to be near us anymore." "Well, kids, it looks like Mom is wrong right now," Steve screamed with a sadistic look of joy in his eyes. "Now follow me!" When the kids saw the bloody mess that was their mom, they started crying hyper-realistic tears. I was crying too. I mean, who would put this in a kid show? Who was insane enough to even make this? When they came back out of the letter, Steve looked at the camera, realizing what he would have to do. I'm sorry, kids, but I just can't have any witnesses." He then started to point the gun straight at me. I started to scream, and I ran to the DVD player to hit the eject button. When the DVD popped out, I saw a picture of Steve holding the hyper-realistic bloody head of his wife with the words, "You're next," on the DVD. Written in blood, of course. I decided to then burn the DVD. When I decided to go back to the shop where the old man gave me the DVD to beat him up for giving me such a cursed thing, or to at least scream at him. But when I actually went to the store and asked about the old man, they said there was never an old man who stood there. Like, They didn't even know who I was talking about, didn't even recognize the guy. Never watched the Lost Blues Clues episode.